JonnyPink. Normally I would have a custom jersey on that says JonnyPink. Today I'm just out for a quick ride. This is where I wanted to start this video. It is an astrophotography video. I was out to shoot the Flame Nebula, and the Horsehead is also there, which is so cool. Everything I do, I try and make it an adventure. Without a long lens to really look at it, it looks like a red-tailed hawk. As a photographer, yes, I do events. If you need somebody, I'm not cheap, but I'll do it. As a photographer, when you're out and all these, there's so many amazing views, and if you're driving, you miss it. So that's what I try and show in my cycle videos. There's links below if you want to go check one of those out. But this astrophotography video, I will show you my final image at the end. It was an adventure to get there, the sunset. If you're gonna do something like that, get there early and just shoot some of the amazing things around you. Enough chit chat, let's get into it. See if I can go down here without falling. Oh, probably not.
Excuse me.
Bless you. James and I were supposed to be in Joshua Tree tonight, but the clear dark sky said it was not going to be clear there. We've seen some clouds roll in. We're going to get a sunset, which over that way is absolutely so far right now. Stunning. Stunning. We'll see what we get. I think I'm set for the sunset. I think James, who's shooting some macro over there, is set for the sunset. Hopefully, the way it's going right there, we will get to see it go down into the water. Just a quick little side note, those people that live on that hill, I hope they realize how fortunate they are to have that view all the time.
Look at how beautiful. You can hear the light just come alive with the sun going down.
There's so many nuances of the clouds out there. It is freezing, and everything's down there. Things you do for photography.
What?
We are probably someplace we shouldn't be. It is what it is. Got a time lapse going there too. Oh man, that is insane. Okay, the sun is gone. It is cold. Real cold, dog.
Real cold.
All right, we're gonna traipse down this mountain back to our cars down there. All right, now traipse back down this treacherous hill without falling. I'm gonna go set up with these other Astro guys down there. Those Astros. Check test 1 2 1 2 check test 1 2. Check test 1 2. JonnyPink, and now I'm going to take you, it says JonnyPink now, I'm going to take you into the astrophotography part of it. One of the things, yes, I am a very beginner at this. Photography, no problem, cycling, all that stuff. But astrophotography is different, and one of the things I have learned just watching other people and from experience, if something can go wrong, chances are it is probably going to go wrong. The gentleman that we were watching down there, that's a very expensive telescope that he has, and we could hear it all the way up there as it hit the ground. Throughout the night, with all of his computer setup, he had a lot of trouble getting it to work. It happens. It happens to everybody. If it can go wrong, it will. Let's say that you have 100 photos. For me, it's 2-minute exposures. These are some of my rejects. As you can see, the plane is going through there, and it looks really cool. I'm shooting with all beginner equipment. This is a 900 millimeter telescope. It's an f9, which if you're familiar with photography is very, very slow. 2.5 minutes right now is all I'm really able to get without auto guiding, which is my next step. I just want to learn what I'm doing first before I really start jumping into all this other equipment. And then of course the Bahtinov mask. Man, I love the way these look when you do that. Normally I would shoot a lot more of the time lapses, and even those I had trouble with this time. Don't know why. Normally it's a piece of cake. It just wasn't this time, and it's part of the excitement and the fun of getting out there. It's like a treasure. You can't wait to find it. So if you've ever seen me do this in any of my videos, it's because to me it's always exciting. It's always an adventure. When we were out there, there's a couple of targets. I keep shooting the same things over and over, just trying to figure out my camera settings, what works for me. This image right here is, I believe it's the Flaming Star Nebula. It took me a while to capture that. I have a goal of being as good as some of the other ones out there. I think there are some phenomenal people on the web. While we were out there that night, the gentleman who finally did get all his stuff working was talking about the Witchhead Nebula, which is IC2118. And I pointed my telescope at that, and this is what I got. It's interesting. It's not what I was expecting, and it's not what I've seen other people get, so maybe, but all of my photos are like that. So before I show you my final image, I do want to say thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you thought it was cool, give it a thumbs up. If you thought it was dumb and maybe too long, that's okay too. Give it a thumbs down. Leave me a comment. I love the comments. And then this one is an image. Is it as incredible as some of the others? Well, you know, there's some people out there that are doing some amazing stuff, but for me, I'm proud of this one at this point. This is the Flaming Nebula, I believe it is. And what's really cool is that was my target. And then when I was developing it, I looked at, oh, there's the Horsehead Nebula. So again, thank you. I will leave you with this image.